Hi, I'm Ronnie Baker of BakerTaxPro.com, and I'd like to help you complete your taxes. My aim is to keep you safe and minimize your tax liability to maximize your refund or make what you owe as little as possible. My method of tax preparation involves several steps. The first step is to provide you with paperwork that will allow you to be thorough in acknowledging your expenses. The paperwork can be downloaded right here on this website, or I can email it to you. Part of the way that I charge is based on time. So the more thorough you are in completing the paperwork, the more complete your return will be, and the more expedited the process will be, which will reduce your fees as well. After you receive the paperwork, you'll see that there are several forms which include an automobile page, a business travel page, a business equipment and business furniture page, and an industry other expense page. Not all of these categories or pages will apply to you, and if you have any other expenses which are not listed, there's room for you to write those down. But by being complete and specific, we give at the very least the appearance of being organized with your record keeping. The first two pages of the questionnaire are yes/no questions. And I don't want you to be overwhelmed by any of this paperwork. We just do it step by step. So on the yes or no questionnaire, most of your answers will probably be no. I only look at the yes answers. So if you're not sure which box to mark the yes box so that I can ask you about it. On the travel page, there's an area for you to write down each business trip that you took across the top of the page, then with a variety of categories for possible travel expenses that go down the page vertically. That will help us to be very thorough in deducting all of your travel expenses. I also have an automobile page, which usually gives us a very large deduction. It's a very complicated page, which I actually prefer to fill out for you. But if you'll look at each line of it and make notes on a separate page, that will help us to get your information about your car expeditiously, which once again can help reduce the cost of completing your tax return. I also have an other expense page, which will list lots of expenses from postage to your cell phone to your possibly cable TV or internet usage. Any expense that's not on there that you do have, there's room at the bottom of that page for you to write down what your expense is. But once again, we want to keep our numbers as small as possible. So if you can make a smaller category so that our number is smaller, you'll write down a more detailed category. There's also a business furniture and equipment page where we can depreciate all of your business furniture, including your desk, your chair, your lamp, your office couches, any other business furniture and business equipment like your computer, your cell phone, possibly your TV, your DVD player, your cameras, any other business equipment that you have. And if there's anything that's not listed on that page, there's space for you to write that in as well. And finally, the last form you'll see is that for the audit protection plan, which is like an added insurance which you do not have to accept, but by accepting it, you'll have me to have your back. So if you get any letters from the IRS or from California, or if you get audited by either of the two, I'm going to help you resolve those letters and represent you at the audit at no additional fee. So the paperwork that you have in front of you can be very beneficial whether you come to me or go to any other tax preparer or even do it yourself on TurboTax, which I encourage you to do so that you can compare the results and the price with me after we're done completing your return, because I offer a satisfaction guarantee. I promise that you'll be happy with me, and if you're not, you're under no obligation to pay me. As for the pricing, the prices range depending on the time that it takes and on the complexity of your tax return. My fees start at $125 and they go up from there. I'm not the cheapest person around, and to be honest, I don't want you to come to me because I'm going to be the least expensive. I am the best value. And again, if you're not happy with me for any reason, you're going to be under no obligation to pay me. I really appreciate the time you've given to watch this short video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I look forward to helping with your taxes very soon. Thank you very much.